Have you ever watched a movie and thought, this would be way better if it had a bit more horror in it? Yeah, me too. I'm honestly tired of sitting through films with zero suspense. So I've taken matters into my own hands. I'm creating horror versions of popular movies and posting them online to see how many people I can trick. Starting with Lilo and Stitch, I'll be using this photo taken from inside a car looking out onto a dark, empty road as the background. As creepy as it is, it's not creepy enough. Like all my posters, we're going to need a victim. And this guy... yeah, he looks like he's up for the role. So I'm cutting him out, and let's place him on the road, and now I'm brushing in some shadows where his body touches the ground. And I'm adding a few darker patches along his edges too. Now, every horror story needs a villain, and in this one it's Stitch. I'm placing him right next to the guy's neck. Let's color correct him to match that blue hue in the environment, and using puppet warp to lean him in a little, so it looks like he's hovering over his victim. But to stop him from just looking like he's sniffing the guy's neck, I'm going to add a bit of red juice around his mouth. With his lips smothered, let's get some dripping down his face. Let's blend that in. Yeah, that actually looks decent. And now I want a pool of that same red stuff forming around the guy's neck. Maybe a few drip trails running off to the side. Lovely. Next I'm adding a shadow behind the victim, just a soft gradient that fades out. And let's throw another puddle of red ketchup stuff near his shoulder. The scene is coming together beautifully, but honestly the angle feels a bit flat, so I'm rotating everything slightly. And yeah, that's way better. Now, if this guy somehow survives, he's going to need stitches. A lot of them. Probably more than any hospital can offer. But since our villain is Stitch, I feel like calling this film Stitches is just the perfect title.
Nice.
Before wrapping this one up, I'm applying a camera raw filter. Oh, and just before I finish, I noticed the car's side mirror is weirdly empty. Feels like a missed opportunity, so I'm dropping in this guy. He looks pretty friendly. Perfect. Let's now post it online. I'm posting it on both Twitter and Discord. Hopefully they'll think it's real. And let's check later to see if anyone's believed in it. Now let's move on to holes. The original movie is about a kid sent to a desert detention camp where the punishment is, well, digging holes all day. But the version I'm making, these holes don't just appear in the ground. I'm starting with this guy who kind of looks like the warden. I'm scaling him up so he takes up the entire screen. And right in the middle of his shirt, I'm going to impregnate him a hole. What? I'm using this image of some ripped jeans, and I'm going to borrow the hole. With the hole selected, I'm going to remove it from the shirt. Now I'm copying the shirt layer, shrinking it down slightly, and placing it behind to create the illusion of depth. And I'm going to use this piece of meat for his insides. To sell the horror even more, I'm adding this tube snaking out of the wound, and I'm warping it so that it kind of looks like it's hanging out. For the background, I'm obviously going with the desert, but I want this to take place at night, because night is scary and daylight is for wimps. So I'm throwing a nighttime filter over both the background and the character, and I'll add a red highlight around the edges of the tubes. Now for some final touches, I'm decorating his shirt with splashes of that same red liquid. Blending it in so it feels like part of the fabric. And then the title. I'm keeping the original name. As you can see, the font looks very drippy.
I like my cheese drippy, bro.
I'm warping it so that it looks like it's actually on his shirt. And I'm gonna blend it in. Voila. Let's check out what people think. Okay, I have good and bad news. Unfortunately on Twitter only one person viewed it, and I'm pretty sure that was me. On the other hand, on Discord, I got one person reply to it. And he thought it was AI generated. Anyways, thanks for watching to the end. Bye.